Welcome, everyone. Today's May 19th, 2022 or 27, who knows. Today is the Filecoin IPFS and libp2p ecosystem working group, all hands. I am Mosh, your MC for today. It's fantastic to have all of you here, both anyone who's joining live and people who are watching the recording. So greetings. We will be going over again a bit about the ecosystem working group, where we come from, what our goals are. We will jump into spotlights, where 10 fantastic presenters will be sharing a little bit about, shine a spotlight on some of the specifics of their work for 60 seconds each. We're going to hear a couple deep dives from David Justice and Jennifer on their particular areas of expertise, and then we'll have some time for Q&A at the end. So without further ado, the Ecosystem Working Group mission is to see the long-term growth of the decentralized web by cultivating a wide variety of stakeholders, aligning them with the success of IPFS, Filecoin, and libp2p, and treating them like gold. We focus on three major projects within the ecosystem, as well as many others. Filecoin, which is a crypto-powered storage network. IPFS, which is the system that makes the web work peer-to-peer. And libp2p, which is a networking layer for peer-to-peer protocols used both in IPFS and Filecoin, as well as many other decentralized web projects such as libp2. This working group comes from six, actually, it's probably many more organizations dedicated to growing the Filecoin, IPFS, and libp2p ecosystems. So Filecoin Foundation, Protocol Labs were some of the originating entities. We also have NFT Storage, Outer Core, which is an arm of Protocol Labs, Filecoin Green Team, Starboard as well. Today, we are over 80 full-time contributors and many other organizations who are all participating in this shared mission of growing the ecosystem. Our key working groups within ecosystem are comms and events, builders, engineering, browsers and platforms, Web3 collabs, PL Fund, storage providers, and Filecoin Green. And if you want to get in touch with any of the leads or any of the teams, you can reach out to us on many of the Slack and Discord channels out there in the world. We look at ecosystem growth through this particular lens, and across the top are ecosystem multipliers. So that's connecting with both Web 2 and Web 3 ecosystems that have many other participants, users, and players, creating bridges, integrations, additional use cases, and using those as a vector to deliver our technologies to the world. In the middle here, we have a series of phases where projects and people can grow as early and individual developers through hackathons, education, resources, and support, through to projects which are supported by our accelerators, grants, and mentorship programs, through to businesses with ecosystem funding, PL fund investment, and growth support. So there's both technical and organizational support for builders at every stage of the project. And then underlying all that, very foundational, is the growth of our Web3 storage providers. So helping our storage providers, and in the future retrieval providers as well, incubate, grow, and prosper in order to have a healthy and strong network. Today, we have quite a few large-scale programs to support new app developers, engaging over 10,000 developers through hackathons, issuing over 200 dev grants since April. This is very much out of date at this point. That number keeps going up for some reason. And then a series of partner accelerators that are helping teams transform from projects and experiments into viable and high impact businesses. Graduated many teams in 2021 and on track to graduate 100 teams in 2022. We're seeing really strong developer adoption through GitHub contributors and also forks and all of these other developer metrics. Outlier is seeing that we are among the top 5 most actively developed blockchain protocols in Web3 in the whole world. And the builders funnel continues to grow. So these are, we're measuring this currently by projects post-hackathon. So you have projects continuing to build independently. You have in pink, the projects that are in accelerators. In lime green, the projects that have announced seed funding. And then series A, B, C, and D businesses on top of that as well. So you can see a really healthy and growing pipeline from the individual developer level all the way to pretty significant businesses. So the count today is at 400 and it's continuing to grow. We work with tons and tons of teams, both teams that are native to IPFS, libp2p, or Filecoin, businesses that are native to Web3, businesses that come from Web2 and are branching out into decentralized technologies. Just an amazing constellation of partners, collaborators, working shoulder to shoulder. Our storage capacity also continues to grow. We're currently over 16 exabytes, which is about 1% of all total cloud storage capacity. I think that's it. If you think about just a year and a half ago, there was no Filecoin network launched. That's a huge accomplishment. This is big enough to store 4 billion movies, 16,000 Netflix movie archives, or 65,000 copies of Wikipedia. It would take a long time to find all of the edges of Wikipedia. So really amazing achievement by our storage providers that have been with this network since day one, and all the providers that have been joining more recently, as well as all the teams and programs and communities that make this growth possible. Today, we also have about 84 petabytes of storage on the Filecoin network, and that breaks down into a little over 3 million deals. This is real data that we have generated as a society that's being stored on Filecoin and comes with verifiability, permanence, on-chain guarantees, all of the magic things that make Filecoin this fantastic decentralized substrate for Web3. We also have a number of cross-chain bridges collaborating with major Web3 projects in 2021, lots more planned in this year and already announced. And we have collaborations, grants, and programs with a lot of the key leaders of Web3. NFTs are probably one of the best known use cases from 2021 and coming into this year. Really excited for some of the projects that have already launched in this space, from images, photos, conversations, chat, and all of the use cases that are still to come. In the metaverse and gaming worlds, we're starting to see a lot of interest in decentralized technology and content addressing for efficient and portable storage and movement of assets and gaming layers. Today, NFT storage has stored over 64 million NFTs. This has exploded since the beginning of the year. It's growing about 60% every month. That's a lot of NFTs. And Web2 clients are also seeing really strong growth of data stored through the Phil Plus program that rewards providers who are focused on Web2 deals. Video and audio continues to be a really strong use case for these technologies with companies like Huddle, Audius, Currents FM, and Inflow Music. And then we're also seeing a lot of really interesting adoption across consumer storage and verifiability. So when is my Google Drive replacement coming? That's decentralized and private and backed by consensus. There's also many use cases in finance and biology, as well as decentralized science. And then also Web2 datasets, which are some of the largest datasets that are coming on board the Filecoin network today. Let's jump into spotlights. First up is Claire from the Falcon Foundation to tell us a bit about Bella Supernova.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. So as Mosh had mentioned, we do a lot of cross-chain collaborations. This is a grant program that we actually announced in 2021 with Chainlink. And we are so excited this month to announce one of the recipients of this grant, Bella Supernova, which has received our joint grant to support a Chainlink oracle that helps with medical statistics and making the data accessible on various smart contracts. This is especially important because, in a time like where we are right now with COVID, this kind of Chainlink node can provide public health professionals in responding to the COVID pandemic, showing COVID tests performed on a certain day, the number of positive tests, ICU availability. So all of these things are things that can be made possible with a partnership like this. There are more details in the slide that you are welcome to go over, but just wanted to be able to share that exciting announcement.
Thanks so much, Claire. Next up is Isa with the Chinese Developer Education Program.
Hi, everyone. it's a very exciting news that we shipped our Chinese developer education program in 2 weeks ago. So it's a whole education program, includes 10 online courses, which is Mandarin speaking in 8 weeks, plus 1 hackathon with both online part and offline part from June to July. So in this education program, we invited different tutors from Filecoin ecosystem, and most of them are from the technical team and was technical leads. And these courses, we also collaborate with the top 1 and top 2 IT community in China, second and fourth, and CSDN. So the Web2 builders could learn these courses and then jump to Web3 community and keep building on Falcon network. So for the communities, you can click the website link here to listen for our courses, and also you can submit your homeworks, because we set up homeworks for each courses. So for some outstanding homeworks, we can distribute our Falcon gift box and smacks to the student. And so far, we already launched the first and second courses. And tomorrow, we're going to launch the third courses. And stay tuned and join our education program. Thank you. And also great thanks to Longfei and Jenks. They have contributed so much tutorial content to me. Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, Isa. Fantastic program and really cool evolution of what we've learned and the relationships we built through the Asia Hackathon season last year. So thank you so much, Isa, Longfei, and Jenks. Next up, we go to Nikki to share about hackathons.
Hi, everyone. So for this quarter for hackathons, we have made an active attempt to be partnering with as many different ecosystems as we can, and to partner with different L1s and L2s. So we reach developers where they are. This quarter, we have already paid out $45,000 in hackathon prizes, and we are processing the rest of it. So $235,000 in total so far. And these are the hackathons we are wrapping up. There's a few more coming up that we are kicking off in June. 2 are yet to be made public, but all of the information can be found on hackathons.filecoin.io. And a huge shout out to all the dev advocates, because they do all the workshops, do all of the community support, and do the hard work of judging all the projects. So thanks, guys.
Thank you so much to Nikki and everyone involved in the hackathons. Next up, we have Konstantin telling us about the StackShift workshop.
And we also continue to treat all our communities which are running by themselves as gold as well. There was an amazing program community run by Nigerian talent, sponsored by Filecoin Foundation. We are more than happy to engage with any projects all around the world and support them with hackathons, workshop, joint program development. So just reach us, feel free to drop the message to Orbit community. You can spin off your own projects, and we are more than happy to support you with all the developments that are building on top of our ecosystem, and we are treating you like gold. So thank you a lot, everyone, for building these relations, and we're eager to support you. Just write us and let's build something together.
Thank you so much, Konstantin. Next up, we have Jamie with upcoming ecosystem events.
Yes, we have an exciting summer of ecosystem events coming up, starting with Davos, May 22nd to the 26th, followed by DeSci Berlin and NFT Berlin. We are sponsoring and have speakers at both of those events, so be sure to check out the talks and stop by the sponsor booth tables to connect with the team members there. Then in June, we move over to Austin for a great group of events, starting with Phil Plus Day on June 7th, Decentral Austin, June 7th and 8th. JV will be speaking about NFTs there. Then we have Phil Austin, the largest Filecoin community event to date. We're really excited about that. So be sure to check out the Filecoin Foundation Twitter for more information on that one. Consensus will be the 9th to the 12th, and then Austin DeFi Summit on June 10th. Then DeFi Discussions is a virtual event, so you can tune into that one on the 18th. Then another group of great events in New York, starting June 20th to the 23rd, is NFT NYC, followed by Funding the Commons. This is the first in-person of this event. The other past 2 have been virtual, so we're excited for that one. And then ETH NYC is happening the same weekend as well, so lots going on there. July, we have ETH Seattle on July 8th, followed by ETH CC in Paris for the 19th to the 21st. And Sustainable Blockchain Summit, the second of this event, and it's happening in Europe this time, in Paris from the 22nd to the 23rd. Then we have ETHSol, August 5th to the 7th. It's an in-person event and hackathon. And File Singapore, August 16th to the 19th. Lots of great speakers.
It looks like the audio just cut out for a second, but you're back. Thank you so much. And next up, we've got Yulia for upcoming Orbit events.
Hi, everyone. Our amazing Orbit team is hosting 6 meetups in the next 4 weeks. OpenGate Community hosted the meetup this Monday with over 1,000 participants virtually. Orbit Community in Uganda is hosting a meetup on NFT.search in Kampala this Sunday. Secure Finance team is organizing NFT and DeFi by IPFS and Falcon meetup in Berlin. We'll also have Orbit Community in Nairobi and also Tanzania hosting meetups by the end of this month. And finally, we're kicking off our Falcon Miami community in June.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Julia, and all of the Orbit community members. Over to Jonas.
Hello, everyone. Let's talk about the Metaverse. We just published a new blog post in our new website where we share how we think about the Metaverse. In the blog post, we share kind of our perspective that the Metaverse is the evolution of the web, and it must be open or built on a composable stack and run on a massively scaled, resilient infrastructure. And we cover things like the layers of the Metaverse, why infrastructure and interaction is key to build it in an open way, and how IPFS and Filecoin fits in. In addition, we built and published our new website that essentially summarizes our thinking on the Metaverse and where we share how you can build an open Metaverse with Filecoin today. And it's essentially for you the perfect place to share with people who are interested in the Metaverse and act kind of as a flyer. If you have any feedback, let us know. Would be great to know about it.
Thank you so much. All right, we're coming back from Miami to the virtual world. Over to Alvin on IPD Explorer.
Thanks for that. Hi, everyone. My name is Alvin. I'm part of the outer core engineering team. And I'm just here to talk about, this is more of a tech update regarding the IPLD Explorer. So as some of you, or maybe most of you know, we have an IPLD Explorer. And this update is more of to explain the new feature, which we are calling a car import. So originally, there's no way for someone to upload or to use the Explorer to extract and explore the car files. So this update essentially adds a new feature that will allow anyone to upload the car file and then use Explorer to traverse through the base CID from the base CID and onto the child links. So there's a quick 18-second demo of the tool. So there, a new button on the car Explorer. So you'll be able to upload the car file, and then it shows the root and then all of the child links and all the CID information about the links and every information, as well as the multi-hash. So this is now live on explore.ipld.io. And if any one of you wants to try it out, just go to the website. And it's a cool feature, and I think it's very useful.
A fantastic tool for understanding and, more importantly, debugging.
Debugging, yeah. Yes, exactly. Thanks.
Thank you, Alvin and team, so much. And thank you for that fantastic video. We are going next to an update on the Longhash Accelerator.
Hi, everyone. I'm Stefano, and I'm the head of platform at Longhash Ventures, and I look after our accelerator cohorts as well as venture building with portfolio companies. I'm very excited to share that we are continuing our partnership with Protocol Labs to launch the third Filecoin cohort of the Longhash X Accelerator. Applications are now open and will be accepting applications until the end of June. We're particularly excited for teams that are building use cases around NFTs, GameFi, and Metaverse, as well as protocols in middleware and infrastructure that are going to power the Web3. Now, the program is chain agnostic, but we do expect you to either be using or considering using Filecoin for storage to be able to qualify into the program. The program will launch at the end of July. It'll run for 12 weeks. During the 12 weeks, we will be running a series of fireside chat and workshops with leading industry mentors on Web3 native topics like tokenomics design, decentralized governance, community building, and fundraising. We will also meet with you on a weekly basis to do problem solving and venture building around the topics where you need the most help and support. We will also open up our network to you to connect with all of our mentors who are, Web3 native investors, Web3 founders, as well as technical mentorship from Protocol Labs. And lastly, you'll get a chance to pitch at our demo day, which will be at the end of the program, where you can actually pitch to investors your product and what you're actually building. Now, in addition to all of this, both Longhash Ventures and Protocol Labs will invest $200K at the start of the program, so you can actually build your project. If you want to learn more about the program and get some more of the details, you can just scan the QR code on the left. And if you're ready to apply, you can scan the QR code on the right. So we're very excited to get your applications. If you have any questions, you can reach us at hello@longhash.vc. Thank you.
Founding a company, Web2 or Web3 or Web16, is a hard and lonely business. So thank you to the Longhash team and the Accelerators Working Group for making programs like this happen.